Hey, good morning. Welcome to another JA Live. Today, again, is more for our elementary school students. So we will be writing a check like I did last Thursday, but this is more for our elementary school friends. So I hope you all are excited. Hope you are doing well. I know the weather's a little cold, but hopefully it gets a little warmer soon this week. Again, we're coming live on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Wednesdays are more for our elementary school students, Thursdays are for our middle and high school students, and we will be doing different things about money. So today we're writing a check. I'll explain a little bit more about what a check is. I'm going to wait a couple minutes just to see if some people join us. I am doing it live on Instagram and Facebook, so bear with me as I try to make sure everyone can see everything. I hope you all are excited to write a check today. And don't worry if you don't have a big check like mine. I'm going to show you how you can draw your own check, and to make sure that you can kind of follow along with us. Again, if you take any pictures of yourself doing this, make sure you send that our way. You can use our hashtag #LiveIt'sJA. We'd love to see and hear from you all. And if you're here with us, please comment. And that way you get to be put in next week's raffle. So at the end of this video, I will be drawing names. So today is for check writing. Tomorrow for our middle and high schoolers, we are going to be interviewing a local professional, Alexis Roskovich from Becker Morgan. I'm very excited to talk with her. So just to kind of see what her ideas are about getting your career and getting set on your career path, and just her career path. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So if you have an older sibling, make sure they tune in. Tomorrow's will just be on Facebook for the most part, and then we'll post it onto Instagram just because we are doing that interview, so we're splitting the screen and everything, so it's a little more difficult to do it on two platforms at once. Okay, so if you do not have a big check like mine, it's really simple. We are going to draw a check. Just get your piece of paper right here. If you have a pen, pencil, crayon, marker, whatever you want to use, you're going to just draw a big rectangle. Okay, just like that. So a nice big rectangle so you can kind of write in it. Now we have a couple of lines up here. So we have my date line. So we're going to just put that in the top right corner. I'm going to put date next to it so I remember. D-A-T-E. So if you put your line right there. And then we're going to do this longer line, pay to the order of. So I'm just going to put pay. My handwriting's a little big for this small box. So pay, that's your next line. It's a little longer. Then we have this little box. I'm going to make mine a full box. And you can draw the little dollar sign in it if you want. So we have a box now, just like on my big check. And then we have a really long line that pretty much goes the entire length of our check. And it's going to have the word dollars at the end. D-O-L-L-A-R-S, dollars. And then we have these two lines at the bottom. So one is for. You can put that at the bottom. And then we have another line, which is going to be for a signature. And I'm going to explain everything in just a second. So hopefully your paper can look like this. Since you probably don't have a check, and I don't want you taking a check from your parents' checkbook right now to practice. I think they might want to use that sometime. So checks are kind of a different way to pay people. So if I owed you $2, I could just give you these $2 bills, right? But what if, oh no, I don't have any more $2 bills because I paid someone earlier today. I could write you a check. And this is typically the size of a check. It's a little smaller. Mine's a lot bigger, so you can kind of see it when I'm writing it, okay? So this is what a check typically looks like. It has all the lines. It might have like your address at the top. It has the check number. Might have the account number and all of those things at the bottom. So those are for the bank to know where the money is coming from. So that way, since I don't have $2 bills on me, I'm going to write you a check and I'm going to give it to you. And when you take it to your bank, they're going to be like, oh, I need to take it out of Mary's check, okay? And or bank account. So they'll take it out of my bank account and then give you the $2 that I owe you. So it's kind of like a note to tell the bank, hey, this person needs to give me this amount of money. And it's saying that I know I need to give you that amount of money. Here's my authorization or something like that, okay? So checks are very important. They're a way to pay other people. Okay, so I'm going to go step by step through how to write a check. So your parents are usually writing checks. Have you ever seen your parent write a check? Have you received a check maybe for your birthday or something? Please comment if you have. That'd be great to hear from you. Okay, so first things first. Now, again, we are just practicing, so you do not need a blue or black ink pen, but your parents, when they write a check, they would need to have a blue or black ink pen. It's very important. This is so, one, you're not writing in pencil and someone can erase what numbers you wrote down or who it's to or whatever, okay? So you want to write in ink so that it's permanent and it stays on the check and no one can change it. Also, it's important to do like blue or black and not purple, yellow, pink, all those different kind of pen colors. Those get a little crazy. The bank might not be able to read it as well, and these are just standard, and it's easier for the bank to read and make sure you get your money you need, or the person you're giving your money to gets the money they need, okay? So it's very important to write in pen. Again, today, since you're not writing a real check and you're just drawing on your paper, you can use pencil, you can use a crayon, colored pencil, marker, whatever. I'm using a marker since this is a dry erase board, so I'm not going to be writing on this in pen because I'm going to use this again. Okay, step 2, very important. You need to date the check. So we have this little date line, right? So today is May 20th. Okay. So it's May 20th, and we need to make sure that we write the date up here on our check. Make sure that people know when we want to send it. Just like your milk in the fridge has an expiration date, checks have expiration dates. So if I gave you my check for $2 that I owe you, you have a certain amount of days you have to get that check to the bank. And the way they know that is by the date on the check. So this is to make sure that, I have enough money in my account to give you $2 today, and hopefully for the next couple of months. But maybe after that, I might not have enough money in my account to give you that. So it makes sure that I know I have the amount of money that you should be taking out of it from my check. Our next step 3, is to write the first and last name of who we are paying. So we are going to write our check to Mickey Mouse. So we are going to write Mickey Mouse's full name. If you have a friend you want to practice writing a check to, if you want to write this out to your friend, please feel free to. Make sure you use their full name, first and last name. It's very important because this way, again, the bank knows who the check is supposed to go to. So if I just put Mickey, there might be another Mickey in the world. I don't know. But this way they know it's supposed to get to Mickey Mouse, no other Mickey. So, step 4. Write amount in the box. So we are going to write how much money we're going to be paying Mickey Mouse in this box. So we're going to do $10 today, okay? So in that little box you drew on your check right here, this little box, if you can see it, sorry. That's where we write the amount. So 1, 0, and we are going to use a decimal, which is the little point, 0, 0. I'm just paying them $10. I'm not giving Mickey $10.25. I'm not even giving him a penny, just $10 total, okay? That's how much money we are doing. Now, step 5 5 is write the amount in words on the legal line. So this is the line that went all across our check. So it's this one right here, right there. Okay, so it has dollars at the end. So why it's called the legal line is this is the line that banks really care about. So if you have any amount in this box, they might not really notice it. And I'll explain why the legal line is important in just a second too. So we are going to write the word 10, so T-E-N, and then again, we're not giving him any coins, right? So we are just going to say and now we need to do a fraction, 0, 0 over 100, and it's dollars. Sometimes the check might not have the word dollars at the end and you might have to write it. So it's 10, and again, we're not giving Mickey any 25 cents, $10.25. We're just giving him $10. So 100 pennies equals $1. So we're not giving him any change, so it's 0, 0. The legal line is very important because again, you're writing in pen, so no one can change this. But if I took this and you didn't write the amount here, I could change this 1 to a 7, and now it's $70. I didn't want to give Mickey $70. I might not have $70 to give Mickey. So instead, I wrote 10, and writing out the word 10 is very difficult to change into 70 than this little box. So it's very important that you write it out on this line, and this is the line that the bank is really going to pay attention to, okay? They do care what else is on the check, that's why we're doing it, but they really care about this line. So we're going to do that right there. Number 6, Memo. So this is the line that we put 4 right here on our check. 4. Okay. So the memo is, this is optional. You do not have to do this line. And if you ever get a check that doesn't have the line filled out, that's okay. You can still take it to the bank and the bank will still take it and you won't get any trouble or anything. Everyone's going to be fine. So we're going to put on this. This is typically, you know, to say congratulations, to say happy birthday, to, you know, write a note that it's, you know, for lunch money or it's for, you know, rent or something like that. So we're going to say it's for Mickey's birthday, so we're going to put happy birthday. So we're giving Mickey Mouse $10 for his birthday. So in our memo line, we are going to write happy birthday just to remind him that this is for his birthday. It's not for something else. So we are saying happy birthday. And again, if this line's left blank, that's okay. You don't have to fill it out, but it is kind of nice too. Okay. Step 7. Signature. Now, I know some of you might not know how to do cursive right now, but it wouldn't hurt to start learning at least how to do your name in cursive, because that's what your signature is going to be. Your signature is important because this is an identifying factor of you. So it makes sure that if I put my signature on this, it's coming from me, not coming from anyone else. It's very difficult to replicate it perfectly by someone else, okay? So it's not just a squiggly line. You do need to know how to write your name in cursive so you can have your signature, okay? So we're going to sign this. We're going to sign our check at the bottom to make sure that Mickey can get his money. So we want to make sure Mickey can get his money that we are sending him. So we're going to send $10, and that's our authorized signature. Number 8. So this one is when you receive a check. So right now you might not be receiving too many checks, but if you do get a check from your grandma for your birthday or something like that, you have to endorse it. So typically on the back of our check, so if we have our little check here, on the back of it, there would be a little line. And that line would be for me to sign. So for this one, on the back of this check for Mickey Mouse, there would be a line for him to sign to take it to the bank. And then the bank knows that, hey, yes, I really want this money in my account, It's me giving it to you from Miss Mary. It's gonna go there. That's where I want it to go. It's very important. So now, though, you might notice that your parents can do it on their phone. They can take their check, take it to the bank on their phone. And sometimes on the back of a check, there's also a little box for them to check saying, hey, I am mobile depositing this. So I'm not actually going to drive to the bank. I'm just going to take it. I'm going to send it to them with pictures on my phone. So they have to check that little box sometimes too. So you just have to make sure you filled out your check completely. So this is how we write a check. So we do our date, right? We write our date at the top to make sure it gets to them on time. We're gonna give it to Mickey Mouse, so we need the first and last name of whoever we're paying. If you're paying an organization, make sure you write out their entire name. So like, if you're gonna give Junior Achievement of the Eastern Shore money, Junior Achievement of the Eastern Shore, all across that. Then in this box, we're gonna write the amount we wanna pay in numbers. So we're doing $10, no change. Make sure you put your decimal and no change, okay? And then we have to write it out in words because this is the line that the bank really, 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 really cares about. So we're doing $10 and then again, no change. So we're not giving him a penny, $10 and a penny. We're not giving him $10.25. No, just $10. And then this line again is optional, our memo line. So that's for rent, for happy birthday, just a little reminder to the person you're paying, maybe why you're paying them. So that $2 I owed you, maybe it's because you bought me a piece of candy and I didn't have the money for it right away, so I'm gonna put like candy down there or something like that. And then last but not least, very important to include your signature here. Your signature is the way the bank knows that you actually wrote this and want it to be sent to this person, okay? So all of those lines need to be filled out for the bank to take it. And that's how you write a check, okay? So now, when you are able to get your own bank account and write your own checks, you will know how to write a check. It's very important. It is still a way people pay. It's not as popular as it once was, but it's still important, okay? So from last week's video where I read a book about Cassie, we had some people comment. So I have a raffle for them to win a JA drawstring backpack. Don't forget, if you comment on here, we will put you in next week's drawing, and at the end of that video, we will be pulling again. So I have my little hat. Let's see who wins. Cullen, you get a drawstring backpack. So we will be contacting Cullen about his drawstring backpack. And remember, tomorrow for our high school and middle schoolers, we will be calling Alexis from Becker Morgan. She's going to be talking to us a little bit about how to get a job, how her career path went, and all of those different things. So if you have an older sibling, stay tuned. Next week, I forget what we're going to be talking about next week, but it'll be super fun, and I can't wait to see you all there. So I'm going to sign out for now, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. I can turn it off.